welcome to your first InDesign tutorial. The first thing I'm going to show you is how to open up InDesign. So I'm going to go to my Launchpad, select InDesign CS6, and then okay. The first thing I'm going to do is create a document. And I have one of my saved presets here. I don't want to use one of those, so I'm going to click to my default setting, which is what yours will automatically pop up to. On the number of pages, you can have one, you can add more later. We want facing pages because this is going to be a magazine. You want facing pages like books have. Start page, we'll keep it at number 1. Page size is letter, which you all should know letter format, letter size is 8.5 inches by 11 inches, which is the standard paper size. Depending on how your magazine is facing, will depend on the orientation. If yours is like normal magazines which stand upright, then you'll have it in the portrait orientation. But if yours is landscape, for whatever reason, you'll have it in landscape. Columns, we don't need to worry about that yet because you are making a magazine, so each page varies from page to page. You don't necessarily have to worry about a gutter between your columns just yet. Margins we're going to change. You're going to make the top and the bottom margins. You're going to make the top and the bottom margins larger than the side margins. The top is going to be 4 picas and 6 points. And I'll explain picas and points in a second. The bottom one is going to be 4 picas and 6 points. The inside is going to be 3 picas and 0 points. And then the outside is going to be 4 picas and 6 points. Now, in InDesign, they use picas as their measurement, picas and points. The standard page size is letter. Although it says 51 picas by 66 picas, it's still 8.5 inches by 11. And I'll show you. 8.5 inches, tab, still turns to 51 picas. Then 11 inches turns to 66 picas. So this is how you would set up your document, and you'd have it originally at a default setting, but as soon as I change the margin size, it turns into a custom setting. The bleed, I'll go ahead and change to 0 picas and 9 points, and that'll change it throughout. And the bleed is basically what it sounds like. It's for your pictures to bleed off the perimeter of the page that you have it set at. Because whenever you print, usually everything goes inward, and so your pictures won't have a white line surrounding them. It'll just be the pictures at the perimeter wherever you have them. So the bleed ensures that your pictures will print to the edge. So I'm going to select OK. Okay, so this is what your document will look like whenever you first set it up. I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the basic things. Pages. In your Pages tab on your Side Pages panel, you have 2 different parts, actually 3 different parts, but we're going to talk about this one first. This is your Master section. Master pages create preset layouts so that you can use them over and over again without creating them over and over again. That can get very time consuming, and so InDesign makes it very easy for you to use the same layout for multiple pages. So what I'm going to show you first is I'm going to select a master page, and I'm go ahead and add some page numbers to it. What I'm doing now is adding rulers. This is going to be where I set my page numbers and my continuing banners in. The next thing I'm going to do is insert a page number. So I'm going to click about right here. And I'm going to make it large enough for multi-digit, for 2 numbers. Place it about right there. Align with my margin. Okay. Now I'm going to right click and select Insert Special Character, Symbol, markers, and then current page number. Do that again. Same thing over here, and it's not exactly lined up, but I can fix that. Okay. Insert special character, markers, current page number. Okay. So we just finished placing our page numbers, and you can see here there's a letter A because it's on master page A, and I'll zoom in so you can see that. Now I'm going to click and drag this side of A master down to this page, and it'll say A master applied. So I'll double click that, and then you can see that I have guides and guides down here with the page number that I just placed on A master. So I'm going to go back to A master and add more to it. Now, whatever your title is for your magazine, you'll place right here next to your page number. So I'll zoom in right there. And grab the type tool. And along this line, I'll go ahead and create my text box, much like the one that I have there with my page number in it. It'll start up here and end about right here. Let's just call it the View Tech Journal. This is March 2016, but if you are doing yours for April, then go ahead and plan ahead and create it for April. Since it is on the right side of the page, I will want this flipped, and so instead of April 2016 going second, I'll put that first. So I'll go Command X, Command V. Separate the two, I'll just insert a comma, space. Now this is a little further apart from my page number than I'd like, so I would go ahead and move this over here. And you can too, if you're having trouble lining up your page number, grab a guide from the left hand side, and then insert one right there, so that your page number can be flush with this margin, as well as with the banner down here. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing over here to this side, and also be careful which font you have here. You want to make sure it's consistent. Instead of copying and pasting this so I can make sure everything's the same, I'm going to hold down Option, click, and then drag this text box so that can be exact same size, and then I'll move it over here. Now I made a mistake over here because I need to have my page number on the left side instead of the right. So I'm going to go ahead and move this one too over here. I'll grab a guide to help guide me along. And I'll line up these so that I can make sure it's flush across. The only thing is I want this to be flipped now, so it's going to be the Tech Journal, comma, April 2016. Now I have this one set up just the way I want it to be, and this is my left and right hand side master pages. So whenever I click and drag this master page down again to this first one, it'll say A master applied. I'll double click it, and then there you'll have your page number 1 and the continuing banner. Now if I add another page, and I'll have that on the left side. And now you can add other kinds of master pages for your actual magazine layout, and I'll show you how to do that next.
child.